Hey everyone, this is Scott from Scott to Grow Podcast. Welcome to another edition of ReWatching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Today I'm going to be talking about Season 2, Episode 22, S.O.S. Part 2. It's a lot of twos. Anyways, I'm just going to be talking about my general thoughts in this episode, starting off with the plot summary to begin with, and then, my general thoughts and Easter eggs and foreshadowing I noticed in this episode. But let's just start with that plot summary, which says, Coulson helps Cal see the truth that Xiao Ying is the true monster, and ever since Cal had pieced her back together, she has been convincing him to do terrible things, including bringing her humans whose life she absorbs in order to heal and remain young. Mac frees Sky, who warns Coulson of Xiao Ying's plan. Coulson, Fitz, and Cal infiltrate the ship. Fitz kills Gordon, preventing him from unleashing the Terrigen mist through the ship's ventilation. However, Coulson loses a hand when he tries to stop one of the crystals from shattering. Sky confronts Xiao Ying, who is attempting to spread more crystals around the world with a Quinjet. When Sky pushes the plane into the ocean, Xiao Ying begins draining her life until Cal kills her. S.H.I.E.L.D. later wipes Cal's memories, allowing him to live a new life in peace, while Sky joins a new S.H.I.E.L.D. team of gifted people. May takes a break from S.H.I.E.L.D. with Garner, and Ward plans to lead the remains of Hydra against S.H.I.E.L.D. And we also see traces of the Terrigen crystals from the ocean make their way around the world, and then the Kree weapon known as the Monolith absorbs Simmons. So that's the plot summary. I really like this season finale for season 2. It's one of my favorite season finales. Mainly, it's kind of weird to say, but I like that Coulson loses his hand in this one because he gets the robot hand in the next seasons, and the robot hand's so awesome. But there's some other really cool things about this episode, like that we get a lot of resolutions to a lot of problems we had in this season. We finally get an end to Sky's storyline with her parents, with her dad having to kill her mom, but her mom tried to kill her too. That's just a whole lot of problems. She's gonna be seeing a therapist for a while, but the fact that it's kind of funny to think that she's kind of the one who causes the Terrigen mist to actually end up being spread around the world, because she put the Quinjet into the ocean, which released those crystals, which then spread into, I guess, tuna and fish oil, and that's how a bunch of people are going to turn into it, because they're taking their fish oil pills, I guess. But yeah, I like that that's kind of just a funny little thing that happened, that it is her fault. She was trying to prevent her mom from doing exactly what she kind of ended up doing. A little less harmless in a sense, because it's, I don't think everybody ends up dying from in the same way that people who got the mist did. I can't remember that about the next season, but that's what the next season's about. But yeah, I like that we kind of get that kind of, I like that it was just a little funny thing that is kind of still her fault. Some other things I liked about this episode. What did I write down? Oh, we see that Hunter rescues Bobby. We don't really get that in the summary for this one. But Bobby ends up taking a bullet for him, and at the end we see that they're both kind of tired of this life. I think this is where they're originally going to get their spin-off, Most Wanted, but then that ended up not happening, and they just left the show, which is a little sad. I think Hunter comes back at some point, but I don't remember exactly. I can't remember. I feel like he maybe comes back at one point, but I don't think I'm mixing that up. So let me know in the comments below if Hunter does come back or not. I can't remember. I don't think he does, actually, now that I remember. I think I'm mixing it up when he helps Fitz, but I can't remember. Maybe he does. Let me know if he does come back or not, guys, in the comments below. Gemma finally confesses her feelings to Fitz right before he goes on mission. And then at the end, they're supposed to have a date, and then she gets absorbed by the monolith, and I'm like, ugh. You guys, the universe does not want you two to be together. The universe wants to make you two work for it a lot. Like, a lot. Either that or the showrunners are just bitter and don't want you two to be together easily. But I also kind of like it. That's why I like them as a couple, because they have to work so hard to finally get to that point where they're actually together. And so, yeah, but I like that this is kind of where one of the spots where it kind of kicks off is that, she kind of finally admits to that she has those same feelings. that Fitz had admitted to in the last season finale when, you know, they got dropped to the bottom of the ocean. But yeah, some other things I liked. What do I have written down? It's so hard to read my own handwriting. Oh, Coulson loses his hand. I already mentioned that. I like that we get the robot hand in the next season. Okay, so some other things I've written down. We see at one point that Daisy, after Cal gets his memory wiped, Daisy goes to him and he's like, oh, what was your name? And she's just like, Daisy. And I'm pretty sure this is where she starts to go from Daisy from now on as opposed to Sky. I'm going to have trouble remembering that exactly, but so does the team at first. So yeah, that's a pretty cool little thing, the way that she kind of wants to honor her dad in that way, while still, you know, kind of having to leave him off to be a veterinarian. But I thought it was nice that Cal gets, you know, the slightly happy ending, even though he doesn't get to be with his family. At least he doesn't end up in jail. And I like that because the guy had a big heart, even though he's a little crazy. You know, Jekyll and Hyde, it happens. But what else do I have? Last couple things. Oh, I like that Ward, you know, tries to piece together, is trying to piece together pieces of Hydra to try and take on S.H.I.E.L.D. because he gets to stick around a little longer because I like his character, I like Brent, I'm forgetting his last name. Yeah, Brent, whatever his name is, I forget, or is it Brett? No, I'm totally blank. That's why I never go by their actual actor names. But yeah, I like that they bring him back for the next season. They do kind of, you know, keep up coming with these reasons, but I like that he has to, you know, I like him as a character, so I'm excited to get that he comes back. But yeah, that's all I had written down for this season finale. I really enjoyed this second season. Rewatching it was really cool to rediscover these things that I couldn't remember because I haven't seen these episodes in a couple years. So that was really cool about this second season. But what were you guys' general thoughts about this season finale, second season in general? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be starting the third season next week. But thanks again for joining me today, guys, and have a good one.